Well, today marks the official start of the annual event highlighting one of the most significant eras in Bahamian history, Emancipation. It's an event recognized the first Monday in August for the past 189 years. Carla Palmer reports on the Emancipation Day Ecumenical service in Fox Hill, a former slave village, remembering those with thanks and gratitude instrumental in fighting for our freedom.
As has been done for more than 100 years, residents of Fox Hill turned out for another Emancipation Day service. The gathering, though small, considering the expense of the Fox Hill Parade grounds. Nonetheless, its meaning significant.
Look where God has brought us. He has surely brought us from a mighty long way.
From Fox Hill, a slave village in the early 1800s, through to emancipation, majority rule, and independence, residents acknowledge the historical progress of changes as significant and give thanks. In agreement with them, Member of Parliament for Fox Hill, the Honourable Fred Mitchell.
Freedom is not free, and that every day, when we can, we ought to mark it as an occasion, lest we forget. And we must never forget. Not to make us a slave to the past, but to ensure that as we look to the future will not repeat the past.
From paying homage in memory of our ancestors, Minister Mitchell also included the late Right Honourable Dr. Gail Saunders, among those who contributed her time and talents as an historian and archivist to researching and recording the history and heritage of the Bahamas.
Had it not been for her seminal work in so many areas, we may not have known many of the stories which we know today.
His Excellency Governor General Sir Cornelius Smith also making an appearance.
We must always be mindful that it was upon their bended backs, their broken bodies, that we stood so as to arrive to a place where we can now enjoy freedom and prosperity of a free and sovereign nation.
Foxhillian Bishop Dr. J. Carl Rumming delivered the sermon. His message: too many of us continue to be enslaved by the chains of sin.
Too many of us are enslaved by addiction, held captives by substance abuse or destructive habits. Yeah, too many of us enslaved by racial and other negative stuff that seems to bound us, that keep us bound by sin.
For the next few days, various activities will be mounted throughout Fox Hill in recognition of emancipation. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Carla Palmer.